This is the story of an African visionary leader who led his people in a fierce resistance against the British invaders. The Nandi people of Kenya bravely fought against colonizers who wanted to steal their land to build the Uganda Railway on their sacred territories. This African man's story is one of courage, dignity, and pride, and his name was Koitalel Arap Samoei, the Nandi leader. After his father's death, Koitalel inherited his position to become the sacred leader who could communicate with the ancestors and interpret prophetic signs. Under his rule, he managed to unite the Nandi people against the British, whom he considered to be a threat to his people and culture. Therefore, he waged war against the colonizers. For 11 years, Koitalel's resistance movement gave the British hell. He used guerrilla tactics to attack, disrupt the supply lines for the construction of the railway. He ambushed and inflicted heavy casualty on British soldiers, including engineers working on site. Needless to say, he gave them problems and they had no solutions. However, one day he was tricked by a British officer, Richard, with a complicated last name. Koitalel was invited to attend a truce negotiation, and the condition was both parties were only allowed to attend with 5 people. Koitalel, being an honest man, attended with 5 people, but the deceitful British officer also attended with 5 people without counting the many hiding in the bushes. Koitalel appeared, approached the colonizer, shook his hand, and then the colonizer shot him in the chest, and they shot the rest of his companion, but one was wounded and managed to escape. However, it didn't end there. The British officer decided to remove Koitalel's head from his body as a war trophy and shipped it back to Britain. Now it's been more than a century and Koitalel's head has not yet been returned to Kenya, despite the countless requests to the British government and by his family and ascendants. We don't descend, we ascend from our ancestors. In September 2022, they renewed their call for compensation and a public apology for the losses of lives and property during colonizations. Despite their call and historical cultural significance of the man, the British are still not interested. However, Koitalel Arap Samoei's legacy has been honored and celebrated by the people of Kenya and African people at large. His courage and wisdom inspired a generation of freedom fighters and leaders across the African continent. I hope you will make room for another great African hero and freedom fighter if this is the first time for you to hear the name Koitalel Arap Samoei, the Nandi King.
We, ni nini?